It's 3:31 p.m. and we're opening this broadcast with some breaking news that's coming in from the JNU campus. And what we're getting to know is that the administration will be taking the acts of vandalism very, very seriously. In fact, all the footage that has been gathered, especially footage that shows how the walls of the VC's office was desecrated and the vandalism of the statue of Swami Vivekananda, especially taking note of this footage, the administration has identified, this is as per sources, administration has identified at least 10 students who vandalized, who in fact desecrated the walls of the university, defaced the walls of the Vice Chancellor's office, and the full life-size statue of Swami Vivekananda, which is yet to be unveiled. Abusive slogans were written on the platform of the statue, and now action will be taken against these students. Piyush is joining me on the phone line. He's been reporting on all the developments coming in from the Jawaharlal Nehru University. Piyush, shocking images have surfaced. One especially when students were protesting for demanding a rollback of the fee hike. One thing that they, one of their demands have been met. The university, the executive committee of the university has decided to roll back a major portion of the hostel fee hike for students who come from economically weaker sections. And now images like this have surfaced from the JNU campus. On your screens right now are visuals of the Vivekananda, the life-size Vivekananda statue, which is yet to be unveiled. And Piyush is joining me on the phone line. Piyush, you have details of the probe that will be initiated against 10 students who've been identified based on the footage that we've accessed. One, the complete defacing of walls outside the Vice Chancellor's office. Number two, abusive slogans written on the platform of Swami Vivekananda's life-size statue, which is on campus, which is yet to be unveiled. What are the other details that you're tracking?
Well, absolutely, Sagarika. Right now, what we are picking is that JNU, for the first time, as per the sources we are learning, is that JNU is going to investigate all the incidents of violence and disturbances those took place in JNU following the protests those have broken out after the fee hike was announced by JNU. What we are learning is that incidents like, blocking the ways of the students, Professor Kadam, incidents like, defacing the walls of JNU office, incident also, defacing the walls just right. Those are
all right, stay with me, Piyush. We'll break down those details for our viewers. But joining me on the phone line is Rakesh Sinha, Rajya Sabha MP. Mr. Sinha, today we are seeing these pictures that are coming in from the Jawaharlal Nehru University. In fact, on campus, the statue of Swami Vivekananda, which is yet to be unveiled, on the platform of the statue, abusive slogans have been written, especially anti-saffron slogans, anti-BJP slogans. One slogan even says, fascism will die. These are the kind of slogans that have been written on the Swami Vivekananda statue. Some action will be taken by the university, but your first comments when it comes to this kind of protest that the students have resorted to?
This is not a democratic protest. This is a very uncivilized and undemocratic protest by a section of leftist intellectuals, which include teachers and students. There are certain teachers in Jawaharlal Nehru University who are ultra-left, and they are taking their strength from outside the university, including some embassies of embassies. They have a relationship with the embassy. That should be probed. And under the guidance of certain foreign elements, they are trying to disrupt the atmosphere of the country. They are not only abusing JNU. They are insulting the Swami Vivekananda. The kind of abuse which has been written, that is a gender abuse, which neither you can express nor I can express. Nobody can express. If I ask you what kind of abuse it was written on the village of the Vivekananda statue, you cannot express that. One abuse is fascism, fascist. Second abuse you cannot express. This shows that certain elements are trying to create a disruption in the country. They are the same elements who had raised the slogan that Bharat ke 10 tukde honge. They are the same elements who professed that Kashmir was captured by the Indian army, and none other than a Jawaharlal Nehru University professor openly professed that Kashmir was under siege. Therefore, I consider that there should be a committee who should be very, very minutely examine the facts, and such elements should be identified, and the probe should be done in a very meticulous manner, so that common and then innocent teachers should not be victimized.
Right.
But those elements who have been pushing things on the brink, they must be identified and thrown out from the Jawaharlal Nehru University.
All right, so very strong call for action coming in from Rajya Sabha MP Rakesh Sinha. Thank you for joining us on this broadcast. So Rakesh Sinha says that those responsible for this kind of desecration, for this kind of vandalism on campus, who in the name of protest go on to vandalize and desecrate the statue of Swami Vivekananda, who in the name of protest and the right to protest go on and paint such slogans on the walls of the university. Rakesh Sinha is demanding strong action, saying that every student who's behind this should be identified and should be punished. Atul is joining me on this broadcast, and he's also tracking the developments when it comes to the probe. Atul, we've seen these very, very shocking, very disturbing pictures coming in from inside the JNU campus. These kind of slogans that have been painted very, very political. What does this have to do with the demand for a rollback in fee hike? The kind of slogans that have been absolutely despicable. What does this have to do with the fight for education at cheaper prices? How is it linked in any way? You were also telling us about the probe that will shortly take place against those students who indulge in this kind of vandalism.
A lot of demands have already been met of the students, and now still they are still on the strike. They have taken law in their own hands. They have tried to vandalize the statue of Swami Vivekananda. They also have written derogatory words on the walls of the JNU. They also have tried to vandalize the office of VC, and no doubt action will be taken against those who are behind these. CCTV footage have already been collected in this regard by the JNU administration. What we are gathering from the sources is that VC is about to give a complaint in this respect to local police station, and the police will start probing the matter. Apart from this, the ABVP wing of JNU
so there's breaking news information Atul is giving us. One is that in a short while from now, the Vice Chancellor of the Jawaharlal Nehru University will be approaching the police, and he will file a police complaint. What is the other? What are you hearing from the Vice Chancellor? Because his office, the kind of slogans that were written, and we are playing that out on our, we are playing those pictures out on our screens, the kind of slogans that were written on the Vice Chancellor's, on the walls of the Vice Chancellor's office. He's going to file a police complaint. That's expected in a short while from now. That's what you're telling us, Atul?
Well, this will be a case of Property Defacement Act, and it will be lodged with the local police station. And apart from this, the ABVP wing of JNU will also file a complaint in connection with the vandalism of the statue of Swami Vivekananda, because a few students had tried to break the statue which is about to be inaugurated. They also have written derogatory words. They also have used F word and have written that they will burn Bhagavad. Definitely they are trying to give a message that whosoever belongs to the BJP and the other party, they will try to burn Bhagwa. It means they are directly giving a message.
All right, Atul, getting us two
BJP,
pieces of breaking news information at this point of time. It's 3:40 p.m. and the breaking news coming in from the JNU campus is that, one, the Vice Chancellor will be filing a police complaint, especially when it comes to an attack on the property of the university. Number two, the ABVP will also approach the police when it comes to the defacing of Swami Vivekananda's life-size statue on campus that was defaced. Atul is also telling us that there were attempts made to also attack and break the statue, which is yet to be unveiled. Earlier we had heard how some JNU students had even questioned why the statue is even there on campus in the very first place. They had questioned the funds that the university, the kind of funds that the university spent to build the statue on campus. This is the latest update that we're getting in. Police complaints will be filed. We'll be back with more updates on this breaking news story on Republic TV.